Hi, so it's me, Skylar. For the record, I'm using a webcam that's not attached to my computer right now. So I'm kind of holding it, so like I can do stuff like this. I'm upside down, and you can move my arm that way. Where am I? There I am. And like move it all over the place, except it's still sort of pointed at me. So it's just rotating. But yeah, that's why this video will be shaky. I'll try to hold it in place as well as I can, but no promises. So I made a video 2 weeks ago, and a lot has happened since. Yeah, my hair is wet too. I just took a shower, because it's good to be clean. But a lot has happened since then, so I'm just gonna do another update. I'll make a video either later tonight or tomorrow or something with an actual subject involved. That's annoying. Okay, still rotate. There you go, with an actual subject involved. But for now, it's just an update. So I went to camp. And it wasn't just any camp. It was trans camp, or gender variant camp. But trans camp is so much easier to say. It was incredible. It was for 8 to 15-year-olds. I'm 15. And there were 42 kids there. Yes, 42. That is, in fact, in my username. If you were wondering why, it's the ultimate answer to life, the universe, and everything. And it was the first ever year, the first ever trans camp. And I think to say that it was the most amazing experience of my life would be doing harm to the reputation that it should have. I don't even know what to say about it. I realized so much about myself without, like, realizing that I realized that much about myself until, like, now, a week after I get back. And I was in a cabin. It was a sleepover camp. I was in a cabin with 6 other 15-year-old F to M's. All of the M to F's were younger. The oldest one was 14, but she was the only one. Most of them were, like, somewhere between 8 and 12. As far as trans guys went, most of them were older than 12. There was another cabin of just 14-year-old F to M's, and then a cabin of 12 and 13, I think. And there was maybe one trans guy that was younger than that, and in a cabin with some of the girls, because they mostly did it by age. Yeah, and as I said, it was incredible. I think if you're gonna be over 21 next summer, you can definitely volunteer. If you're gonna be over 8, or if you're gonna be 18 or older, you might be able to, but I think they might have decided now that only kids, I still need a haircut, that only kids that have gone to the camp can be a counselor when they're 18. I'm not sure exactly. I heard that from a friend who really wanted to go this year, but he was too old. The cutoff age for the camp is 15, so most of the people watching probably won't be able to go next year. I already said that, didn't I? Well, not that, whatever. Not the point. But, what's with the light right now? That's not helping at all. Neither's that. Alright. I guess it's just gonna be screwy light and wet hair that refuses to stay out of my eye. Yeah. I really wish I could go back right now. I went straight from a situation where everybody knew what I was going through and I could talk to everybody, to a situation where I went back to school on Tuesday and I got back from camp on Saturday. And like there are people at school that still slip up on my name, and it's been like a year now, or it'll have been a year in less than a month. There are definitely people that mess up my pronouns. There are people that purposely call me by the wrong name, which is just ridiculous because it's like, that's not my name. I mean, I keep telling them, like, if you want to ask the school what my real name is, it's Skylar. I can promise you that. But whatever. And I don't know, it's just such a contrast, and I've really been hating being back at school after being at camp like that. And also, like, I don't know, I feel like people at school are too concerned with, like, fitting in or whatever. And maybe it's just my experience with people, but from what I've seen, trans people are less concerned with that because they already don't fit in, I guess. And maybe there's some, like, I don't feel like I fit in with the trans community because of blah 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 blah, but I don't see a lot of that. So, I don't know. And what else? I know there was something else. Oh, yeah. My mom is calling, okay, I've been bugging my mom every day this week to call an endo that might be able to help. And she finally did on Thursday, but nobody answered. And Friday, yesterday, we were thinking that they would call back, but they just didn't. And I'm hoping that's because, we just started a long weekend, so people were like, I want to get out of the office and go on vacation with my family or whatever, and that they'll call back on Tuesday, because if they don't, I'm going to have to just start bugging my mom every day again, and that just gets tedious, especially if I don't get home until she gets home anyways, and it doesn't really do any good. So that's that, and I don't know, like, I realized so much of what I want from life right now at camp that, like, coming back here where there's not a lot that I can do about my situation. I mean, I can do some, but not, as I said, not a lot. I've just ended up getting really confused, about, like, everything. I can hardly figure anything out anymore. Like, I don't know, I feel like all of my really good friends live at least, like, 2 hours away. I have, like, 1 or 2 really good friends at school that I can actually talk to. I had more last year, but they've all gone to college or are about to leave for college. I have friends in my youth group, but I can usually only see them every 3 weeks. And most of my best friends from group have, like, moved to California, for instance, or just decided that they couldn't deal with group anymore. Which isn't to say that I don't love the other people in group. I'm just not as close with them as I was with the people that, say, moved to California or stopped coming to group. So that's good. And, oh, one more thing. I was thinking about talking to health classes this year about being trans, because I feel like it's something that should be a part of high school health curriculum. So I just figured, well, I could at least do it for my school. And, okay, that lady is really annoying me. Maybe I can make this. No, that's worse. No. There you go. Okay. And so I was gonna ask my guidance counselor about that. And then at study hall, my gym teacher called me over and introduced me to a health teacher who apparently had really wanted to meet me because I'm like some sort of weird celebrity with the staff members at my school, which is really bizarre. I'm not sure how much I like that, because I kind of like being stealth to at least some people. Don't get me wrong, I do like having people that know I'm trans too, so that I can talk about certain issues with them, but, I don't know. Does this cut off at 10 minutes? No, it doesn't. Alright, that's good. Anyways, she introduced me to this health teacher who was really excited to meet me. And they were like, so I was wondering if you could talk to my freshman health classes. And I was just like, whoa. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing that, I guess. I kind of am hoping that I don't screw up majorly, and I realize that it could actually become a problem, if some stupid freshman decides that I'm just some sort of freak or something. I don't know, it should be interesting, but I'm going for it. And, yeah, I don't know, I've just sort of realized, like, I don't know, I just feel, after this summer, it was so amazing, and I feel so much more like myself now, and I'm starting to realize now that last year, coming out and socially transitioning and all that, was a lot harder for me than I realized at the time, and I feel like life is just getting easier now, even if I am really confused about certain stuff. I'm not confused about me anymore, and it's just easier for me to talk to people, not necessarily about really important things, but at least, like, it's easier for me to socialize than it ever was before, so that's good. I should probably cut this off now. It's been 11 minutes, but I'll make a video later, either today or tomorrow, and yeah. See ya. Wait, I have to switch hands. Alright. See ya.